Hey, what's going on? So I'm really excited about this. We're going to talk about like a mind-blowing, super simple strategy, how you can blow up your results and stop struggling. And the core to it is this, is that the struggling is not a state. Like a lot of people believe that they're struggling and it's a state, they will work hard and get out of it to something that's like great, the world is epic. But the truth is that it's not a state, it's a paradigm. A paradigm is a worldview that we need to shift perspective to something completely else to be able to get out of it. I will share a super powerful strategy how to get there. But first, back to the core to get what are we actually talking about, okay? So why working hard can only bring you 1% of the results. So actually 99% of the result, the success and the fulfillment that is possible for you. So when we work hard, we are going back to, very, very many years, we learn to work hard as a human species and especially as men. So, basically it comes down to like, I see this image in front of me, like the pyramids of Egypt, right? So there were slaves building them, and if the slaves didn't work hard, they were whipped. They were punished, like work harder. And so, like that's the concept, and then it's brought into the Industrial Revolution, and it's basically the same thing that's happening. So, like if you work good, if you're a good worker, you work hard, you work fast in the factory, and if you do that, we like you, you get promoted, and if you work hard as a working leader, you do that. So it's a game where someone else decides all the rules, so you have actually very little input to change this. So if you can imagine this, like what can actually hard work bring, it's important to be aware of. So the average worker gets about 2.4 salary increase. So say you start with, $30,000 in an entry salary. So then you will have $75,000 in the end of your career. So that's like awesome, you climb this salary ladder. And also the maximum you can get is to work from say 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day to 24 hours a day. So if you go to the max of what this model can bring you, it's basically going to the end of where you are in the career, and you work 24 hours a day. The day would end up, say, $150,000 a year. It's like not bad, but you have to struggle a lot. You have to give up, your health, your mental well-being, your family, your kids. You have to give it up. That's the game. So that's what struggling can give you. And the other part of that is it's built in a model where it's like you're built to not be enough. Like no matter how hard you worked on the pyramids, there would still be lifetimes before they were accomplished, before they were ready. And the same in the industrial society. It doesn't matter how hard you work, you're not guaranteed anything because you work on the rules of someone else. And these roles, don't misunderstand, they brought so many great things like the security and the level of health that we have global now. They're all thanks to this old model. But now we live in a different time, but still so many people are still struggling, trying to work harder to get results that is actually not benefiting them. So the point where we need to find the power, the big promise here is actually to shift the model. And shift the model from the struggling model to the leverage model. And going back again, these like the people build the pharaohs building the pyramids, or the people building like say Procter and Gamble, they were people who understood how can I use like their leadership, their influence to say, do this, I give you that. And that means to use their insight and their strategies to gain of other people's powers. So that's leverage. You use the crowd, they use thousands of people to improve themselves, to improve their own value. So that's how billionaires are made. That's how billionaires have been made in the past hundreds of years, right? So we as workers support them. And it's the same, I live in Sweden, so I support the government by paying taxes, yeah? So here are some questions. If you would like to choose to change this, to really go from the struggling to the leverage model, we need to step back. So we must stop struggling. And the struggling is based on the urgency and the scarcity, and it's not enough. And it's interesting concept. Economics is a definition, is the distribution of scarce resources. Basically, we do not have enough, and we need to fight against it. And that's not true. We know that the world is actually abundant. There's enough food for everyone. We're wasting a lot of food. We're throwing a lot of food. That's why it's not abundant. So it's a scarce game. So what we need to do is, when we play this game that is decided by the big, say corporates, the big banks, and these guys that rig the games of how they would win it and become billionaires, I don't blame them, but we're playing the game, so we are, agreeing to their game. So the best thing we can do there is to maximize and struggle, work hard. Stop playing that game where we need to stop what's urgent, do what's important to us. Now, we actually need to say, hey, what you're doing is not that important to me. Like Procter & Gamble, I don't care if you sell more soap, if you sell more razors or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But here is something that matters. Something that matters to me is that we as dads, we as men, get a chance to step up and be our best and lead our families, show up at home and lead life at our best ability. That's what I care about. So I will not support them. I will support this cause, and you're invited. So here are some questions how you shift from the urgency and scarcity to the leverage model. So write these questions down and take 5 minutes to write these answers, and then use these answers to guide your life forward. When you do that, you start using the leverage model, have other resources and systems work for you instead of you working for the system. Make sense? So number 1, what is the lifestyle I desire? What's the lifestyle you desire? How do you want to live life? Okay? Second 2, when you live that lifestyle, what activities do you do? So we can have like a lifestyle, like I want to achieve this, want to achieve that. But what activities do you actually do then? Because like I just want to lie on the beach, like not true. You want to do something on purpose, something that is important to me. Yeah? Number 3, what do I need to be able to live that lifestyle, to do those activities? What do you need? Like what do you need financially? What kind of house do you need? Do you need a car? What kind of food do you need? What resources do you need to live that lifestyle of your dream? Okay. And then 4th question, who has that lifestyle or work style? You know, everything. Who does that? Find those people. Number 5, who can help me to get there? The person who already has that knows how to live it. Okay. Ask them how they did it. These are the 5 very simple questions. So nothing about them is like, how can I increase my productivity? You will need to be effective but not efficient. Efficient is doing maximum amount of things. Effective is getting to the outcome. And when we start living this more on purpose, we actually get fulfilled, by the activities themselves, because the activities are the goal. Yeah. The old model of struggling says, only work 6 days a week, and in the end of the week you get your celebration. Where work at hard, sacrifice your life, and in the end of life you go to heaven, so life will be good then. Or death will be good, right? Is it a good trade? It's like not necessarily. We don't need to do that anymore. So use this 5 question and redefine, and that makes you go from struggling to leverage. And basically in leverage model you can do more with less. Yeah. So do you know what you want in these areas? Get it down, spend 5 minutes to do it. It's like, yeah, you know it here, but you don't. Put it on paper so you can follow it up. That's where it happens. To know it is to do it. Okay. And then finally, if you want support in this journey to start using leverage, not being victim of the system and struggle can be in home, in family, with kids, with wives, at work, all areas of life, with health, stop it. It's not worth it. Don't play that game anymore. So you're invited to join the Dadpreneur Revolution. This video is now on the Dadpreneur Revolution page, so you can check it out. There's a link to the group. There's a small intimate group with dadpreneurs who are committed to level up, stop playing the games of struggling, and really live life to our fullest. So you're invited. Check the link right below here. You can be one of us now. See you later. Ciao.